Hey, Tucker with McCrazy Fit, and this is a Pilates hip workout designed to be a warm-up or a cool down from a more intense leg workout. So focusing on flexibility and range of motion and excluding movements that could fatigue the muscles. So I'm going to start in a seated position and I'll see you there. Okay, so I want to start in neutral spine position. So feet flat on the mat, toes, heels, knees, and the inside of the hip bones on the same line. Scoot forward and roll on down, keeping the natural gap, a space in the lower back, so natural curve of the spine. Shoulders are back against the mat and down away from the ears. Head flat on the mat, nose pointed up to the ceiling, and flexing the lower abs, the deep stabilizing core muscles. Inhale and exhale to bring one leg up into tabletop, and down, and the other leg into tabletop, and down, and just breathing at a comfortable pace here. Just beginning to warm up the hips. Focus on keeping the belly tight, hips and spine are stable, not carrying any tension up in the shoulders or neck. And let's do one more. And leave that leg up. Now a little internal, external hip rotation. So keeping the thigh right where it is, keeping that straight like it's against a pull, rotating and center, and rotating the foot out and center. And continuing that, still breathing at a constant pace. And just focusing on keeping the knee right where it is, thigh against that pull, and rotating the foot in and out. Warming up the hip, getting the blood flowing in there. Let's go one more each way. And down. And the other leg, exhale to bring in a tabletop, keeping that thigh right where it is. Rotate and rotate. And continuing to breathe, still keeping the belly tight, still keeping the hips stable. So none of these movements should be fatiguing the muscles. I really enjoy Pilates for the mind-muscle connection, the range of motion. That's why I love using it before a workout. And one more, and down. And inhale, exhale, bring both legs up. This time glue the legs together. And now keeping the feet together, the knees come out, and knees together, and feet come out. So again, a little different view. And when I am using Pilates to warm up for a workout though, I like to stick to the movements that don't fatigue the muscle, so I don't take away from the real bulk of the workout if I'm doing a more intense workout later. And a few more of those. But it's also great for cooling down from a workout as well. And let's bring it down. Now one leg up in tabletop, this time keeping it straight, making sure not to sink the lower back into the mat as the leg goes straight, keeping that natural curve in the spine. Foot flexed, sweeping down, pointed foot sweeping back up. Down and up. And breathing at a steady pace. Shoulders still down away from the ears, making sure not to carry any tension in the shoulders or the neck. Being mindful I'm not pressing my head into the mat. And one more. And down. Inhale, exhale, other leg up. Up straight. Foot flex, sweep down. Point the toe, sweep back up. When the leg sweeps up, I'm not kicking the tailbone forward. Staying in that neutral spine position. Two more. And down. This time bring the knees into the chest. And now letting the lower back sink into the mat. Inhale, and on the exhale, extend one leg straight for a hip flexor stretch. And back, and exhale to send the other leg straight. Coming back to neutral spine, taking a moment to make sure I'm in neutral. Feet, knees inside the hip bones in line, natural curve in the back, shoulders down away from the ears, head gently resting on the mat, this time going into an articulating bridge. Imagine rolling up the spine into a bridge that begins with a pelvic tilt. So tailbone points forward, lower back sinks in the mat, and then roll all the way up. Inhale at the top, and exhale to roll back down. And into neutral spine. Inhale, exhale, kick the tailbone under, pelvic tilt, roll all the way up. Not overextending at the top. Inhale, exhale, roll down. Two more. And this last one will stay up. Inhale, exhale, one leg in a tabletop, and back to those movements from before. Thighs stay steady, rotate, foot in, center, rotate the foot out, and center. We'll go through that same series of movements here, just in a different position. Strong in the hips, not letting the hips sink, not carrying any tension in the shoulders or the back of the head, and breathing at a comfortable pace. Let's go one more each way. Leg down, inhale, exhale, other leg up in a tabletop, rotation, center, rotation, center. Focusing on staying stable in the hips so their hips aren't rocking. Pelvis isn't falling. Spine stable. Shoulders aren't riding up. And one more each way. Leg down, and let's roll all the way down. And this time, take the right ankle, place it on the left leg, bring that leg up into tabletop, 4-point stretch. And you can gently bring it in closer for a deeper stretch, but this isn't a stretch that we want to push the leg away. And down. And now, left ankle on the right knee. Bring that knee into tabletop and gently pull in if needed. One more exercise in this series will be the neck bridge movement. The leg goes up straight, sweeps down, and sweeps back up. Let's get back into neutral position. Exhale, pelvic tilt, and curl all the way up. Right leg in the tabletop, leg up straight, flexed foot sweep down, point the toe to sweep back up. And breathing at a comfortable pace. So similar movement to the first series. Just a little more range of motion here, up in the bridge position. You really get this stretch in the front of the hip there. And one more. And bring it down. Inhale, exhale, left leg up. We'll go right into the next movement. Up straight. Sweep it down, point the toe, sweep it up. Breathing at a steady pace. I'm exhaling up, inhaling down. Last one. Foot down and curl all the way down. Grab back of the legs to roll up. Right leg over the left leg, hugging it with the opposite arm. Sitting up straight here, making sure not to curl under. And keep the neutral spine straight back. And I could lean into it while keeping it straight back to get a little deeper stretch. One more series here for the hip warm up, cool down. Switch legs, right leg straight, left leg over, and hugging it with the opposite arm. You can follow this up with my Pilates dumbbell leg workout. More of a full workout, more designed to fatigue the muscles. Let's come onto our side. So I'm imagining laying up against a wall here. Rest my head on my hand, feet, butt, shoulders are up against that wall. Keeping the belly tight, imagining pulling the top hip away from the ribs to keep from sinking down into the mat. So kind of trying to keep that neutral spine here on the side position. Now legs together, and I'm just going to raise one leg up and down, and up and down. Breathing at a steady pace and focusing on keeping the belly tight. Two more. And down. And now going through that same series of movements, keeping the feet together. One knee comes up, and then bringing the knees together, and the feet come apart. Just focusing on that rotation rather than the leg actually coming up and down. And breathing at a steady pace. Let's do one more. And knees back together. And now leg comes up and pressing down. And up and pressing down, really flexing at the bottom. Imagining pressing down on the ground or on a step. Nice stretch up at the top and flexing down. Two more. And bring that leg down. Let's come up and still in the same position. Move into a side stretch. Catching the hip, the external obliques, and even up into the lats. And down, and switch sides. So again, belly tight, I'm up against that wall. Top hip pulling down away from the ribs. And one leg up and down. Hip abduction here. And one more, and then moving into internal, external rotation. Knee comes up, feet stay together, then knees together, feet up. Trying not to move up and down to the leg, just the rotation at the hip. One more each way. And rest. Inhale, exhale to bring the knee up. Good stretch in the hamstring, the back of the leg, and pressing down, flexing at the bottom. Imagining pressing down on a box. Thinking of my 10-year-old, I'm trying really hard not to make a video game reference here. But I have some sort of Mario move going through my head as he bounces from box to box. Two more. And last one. Bring it in and come up into that side stretch. Often referred to as a mermaid stretch. And let's finish off with another nice hip flexor stretch. So foot out in front. And I could gently lean into it. I'm keeping the back straight, but as I lean, the pelvis will tilt very slightly under. So I don't have to keep the neutral spine position quite as much as I lean into it. And the pelvis naturally tilts a little bit as you go deeper into this stretch for this front portion. So I'll link my more intense dumbbell Pilates leg workout right here. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you at the next workout. A few more moments in this position. All right, see ya.